Fucking stew saw my penis. Fucking, he damn near had a hand on it. I mean, it was without a doubt my favorite highlight of the night. Not too many highlights happen at this line of work, you know? But you get someone looking at your junk, and it's not over a phone. Like, I expected the next person to see my dick that wasn't Jess to be like one of my kids walking in the bathroom when they're older and they don't, they're not used to it anymore. Right now, they're kind of used to it. Like, oh, mom and dad are naked all the time. Not all the time, just shut up about it. Daddy? Yes, boo? You're a boy and mommy's a girl. Yep. And brother's a boy too. Yep. And I'm a girl. Yep. And I have a vagina and brother has a penis. Yep. Except brother has a tiny penis. Yes, he does. And daddy has big penis. All right, Bren, let's start talking about something else. Huh? Oh, is that what they're driving over there? They're not driving the nice car. Is that the same girl, though? I couldn't tell you if it was. I couldn't tell the difference, to be honest. They both walked out.
Surprisingly, when I was finishing on the first floor, one showed up out of nowhere in that one lab up in front.
Was the one in the blue a boy? They were both girls? So this whole time.
Wow, man.
I thought the one in the blue was a boy.
21, man. Better run.
What time is it there?
21.
Oh, yeah. Still early.
Life doesn't get better than your coworker seeing your junk. Especially when you know that coworker doesn't want any part of you. I'm going to check in the door here real quick. Make sure no one's on the other side of that there door. I can't believe it. He saw my dick. Just... Oh, sorry. Oh. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. It was like my... It was like that... It was like the defensive black guy.
This is so funny.
What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Just his face. Like, you've seen his face when you surprise him. Oh. This is a grand slam of a surprise.
Really that big?
Oh, hey. Nice one, Sam. Way to go. That would have been cool if he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, dude, nice dick, by the way. You look like you work out. Like I'm not surprised.
Did he at least shut the curtain when he left?
I don't. We both kind of did, because at that point, like when it came in, and like he kind of hit me and like pushed up against me, like, whoa, what the fuck? Get the fuck! I grabbed it and I'm like, like slammed it shut. Like I freaked out. I was gonna freak out on anyone, man. I had a gay dude feel me up at work before. I was closing down the cafe over at Katz, the law building, and then one janitor was gay. And I mean, he was always cool. He'd always come in like the first little bit of the day and like get some free coffee because he was cool with all of us. And we all knew him. I forget his name now because I made sure I forgot it, and I don't care to remember it. But he was cool. Until like he started to come in and like he'd joke around, stay a little bit longer, and then the next day he'd stay a little bit longer, and then it got to the point where he was grooming us into letting him stick around and overstep his jurisdiction. But there was a couple times. The first time like he just did like a cute little like hand on the shoulder, kind of thing, like laughing at one of my jokes, or he made a joke, just kind of hand the shoulder thing, like like gay guys do. It's like, oh, non-threatening shoulder grab, cool. Like you didn't have to do that, okay. And then the one time that really freaked me out. Okay, this is a good little story. Riding my motorcycle that day. So, cafe's closing down. The tech service employee leaves at 3. And the other girl, cashier, she also left at 3 that day. And I usually stayed till 3:30 to close up the cafe. Like, we would close at 3. They would pre-clean all their shit. And then I had to total cleanup, end of store, end of day. That was my job. I oversaw. I made sure I was the last one out. I was always the last one out. Or at least like that day I was. Because riding my bike. Like, I mean, he was sitting there talking and like, he came in. He must have been on his way out too. I don't know. I think actually what happened is that we used to always leave together, but that day, like I was getting dressed because I was riding my motorcycle. And they might have left early. I don't know. I can't remember. I think it was something like that. So I'm sitting there anyway. I'm like changing. All right, I'm in the back. Everything's closed, everything's locked, and like he steps in the back of the kitchen, and I'm like sitting there in like a wife beater, and like my motorcycle jacket's right there because like I took my shirt off and I'm in like a wife beater. I'm like putting on my jeans over my bullshit work pants, and he came in, he started talking and saying something. I think he complimented me on my physique or something. Then he like rubbed my belly, like straight up, slipped the hand on the belly, and he's like, hey. Yeah, there's something that he said out of his mouth that I chose to forget for the rest of my life. I don't think he came on to me or said anything like that, but I was already traumatized by the situation. Just like that situation. Fucking Wilson heads over the fence.
It's like this. No mouth.
Yeah, well, that's why Wilson was enduring. You guys just both come over like, hey. But no, man, this guy felt up my belly. And I felt really weird about it, and I gave him that look like, no, not cool. And like immediately he kind of felt like weird, like, oh no. And I was just like, no, not cool, not cool. So I told my mommy about it. She didn't like that. The next day, I didn't see him, and then a lot of people found out, and then he had to stay away for a while, and he didn't talk to me. When I think he formally had to apologize, and he didn't talk to me for like a month after that. Then eventually I told him, listen, I'm all right about it, just that was weird, and I'm not that way. Don't do that. He's like, okay. I was like, that's all you got to do. You just didn't have to do that. You could have just asked if I'm into that, but I'm not. He's like, it's okay. It's like, yeah, I'm not making more jokes about it. But creeped me the hell out, man. I didn't know what to do. Like, what if he just like grabbed my dick? And he's like, he grabbed my belly, but like, what if he grabbed my dick, man? And that was the next move. Like, if I gave him the look, I could have given him an eye or said something wrong that he might have said, like, what if he had the inclination that I was saying hand here, not here, This is the time I got touched by a dude over at the law building. After work, I was changing in my motorcycle stuff, and this guy come up and puts his move on me.
What?
Yeah, I got groped before. This started because of something else really funny. You don't need to hear that story. No, it's even worse. So much worse than me getting groped by a grown man. Yeah, I'm putting out quite the vibe. What is it, 29? Well, there's some people walking. We're missing the bus. It's all foggy and shit. Oh no. It is going to be a dangerous ride home. It is going to be so foggy going up the mountain. Love me some dock talk.